some things that come up, and this applies to many, or some in THI, it also applies to many in other groups, and some people still haven't got over the feelings of the need to fit into society. That draw, they don't fit in. But my question is, who decided we had to fit in with society? Why don't they decide to fit in with us? Why have we got to fit in with them? Why do we have to fit in? Any of us have to fit in with anything. Is that not going against free will? Now, there are things we should all fit in with. What is right and what is wrong. Do no harm. But the issue is society always wants people in boxes, and people get defined by those boxes. But boxes are limitation. Sealed environments where no growth is allowed. Limitation hampers progression and also true freedoms. We do not fit in with many others currently in society, as we have never or no longer accepted the lies and sought out something far nearer the truth than anything we were previously told or taught. In essence, as I pointed out a couple of years ago, we operate in two worlds currently, as we think their world and thinking is utter madness, and they likewise. But the biggest issue is the portal people. They feed their world, not ours. They haven't highlighted anything of benefit that Trump's done, and he has done some things of benefit, done some things I don't agree with, but I'm not the president. You're not going to please all of the people all of the time. But their news makes no sense in our world whatsoever. Lone gunmen, when there's bullets coming from 3 or 4 different locations. Does that make sense? No, it does in their world. It's not in ours. It only makes sense if we're operating in separate worlds. And the reality is we are. The frequencies for us are different to them. Compassion and empathy are way stronger in our world than theirs. The propensity to be caring and sharing is more prevalent in our world than theirs, and a massively reduced propensity for crimes than their world as well. So why do we, or should we, feel the need to fit in with that world? A world that is unable to face the truth. It is riddled with selfish, service to self only, uncaring people, lacking in basic compassion or empathy for anything or anyone but themselves and their own tiny, illusionary, filled bubble world. A world where everything is fine with the world until portal people tell them something's wrong. Not in their world, but always ours. Take away our guns, they cry. F that, we say, and rightly so, as we share society with brain-dead zombies all following the portal people line. Ah, the poor immigrant children, they cry, negating the fact that the Democrats created the situation by their very own bill. They implemented it. Why wasn't separating the children an issue then? Because the portal people never told them it was an issue. Sad, sad people who have clearly lost their way. But a lesson to those who feel they should fit in with them. Don't. Just don't. Your stance will bear many fruits going forward, no matter how lonely it can feel sometimes. And another big issue that's related to this in many ways is people are being afraid of what others think. Why do we do that to ourselves? It's a madness program when you overview it. It yet again stifles growth, and worse, many people create for themselves masks of illusion, a fake representation of themselves just to fit in. Well, fit in with what? The mad world? No thanks. People are frightened of what others think if they drop their masks. But ask yourself, is that the version in alignment with true freedom, where your thoughts, actions, persona and speech is tailored just to suit others? How's that freedom? How is that beneficial to anyone? The reality is it's not. It's a life straitjacket we've all created. And true freedom is where you can comfortably express yourself without worrying what others people think or say. Now, the THI group was set up to be that way, and many of you have chosen to follow that path. And those that did flourished within themselves, revealing far more of themselves than you've done anywhere else. And wasn't that a liberating experience, where you can freely Be yourself. Say what you feel without the fear of worrying what other people think or they're going to think of you. Now, the frustration is it can't be replicated on a wider scale currently, but it can with time. And more so if Portal people are eliminated off the programming box. Can you tell I don't like Portal people much? Oh, boy, I can't stand them people. They're dictating everything. That's why I've been banging on about this since I've been on the radio shows. They dictate everything. You remove them, non-violently I might add, and we'll see a massive change here. Put people telling the truth on the media. Give everyone a chance to learn. To all the people who are struggling, not fitting in, worrying about what others think, but especially for one of our members, this next song is going to Robert Baxter.